Hello everyone, welcome to Greenboard Academy. I'm your instructor Jay Sukhwani. In the previous video, we have seen what are rational numbers and irrational numbers. So in this video, we will see the properties of the rational numbers. Okay, so let's see which type of properties are there of rational number. So let's begin. So we will see the properties of rational numbers, and these are all the properties. So we will see one by one each and every property in detail. First is closure property, second is commutative property, third is associative property, fourth is roll of 0, fifth is roll of 1, sixth is negative of a number, seventh is reciprocal of a number, and eighth is distributive property of multiplication over addition. So we will start with a closure property, and we will see closure property of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for all the three types of numbers that are whole numbers, integers and very important rational numbers. So let's start with the closure property. So now closure properties of whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Okay, so now we will see first whole numbers. In that we will see addition. What the closure properties says for addition: when we add two whole numbers that are a and b, we get an answer which is also a whole number. Okay, so here we can write like this: a plus b equal to c, where all the three are whole numbers. When we add two whole numbers, we get answer as whole number. Okay, so a, b and c. So now 0 plus 9 equals to 9. So 0 is also a whole number, 9 is also a whole number. So this satisfies the closure property. Now next is subtraction. A minus b equals to c, where a, b, c are whole number. When we subtract a whole number from another whole number, then we get answer as whole number. So a is also a whole number, b is also a whole number, and the answer c is also a whole number. Okay, for example, 7 minus 9 equals to minus 2, plus minus minus, so 7 minus 9 is 2 and sign of a greater number. So minus 2 never comes in whole number, so the subtraction property doesn't fulfill the closure property. So we can say that subtraction of whole number cannot fulfill a closure property, so it doesn't work. Okay, so now division. A divided by b is equal to c, means a is also a whole number, b is also a whole number, and the answer c is also a whole number. When we divide a whole number from another whole number, the answer we get is a whole number. Okay, so 3 divided by 5, 3 is also a whole number, 5 is a whole number, the answer is 3 by 5. Okay, now this is not a whole number, it is a p by q form, so it is a rational number. Okay, so this also, division also doesn't fulfill the closure property. So we can say that division of a whole number cannot fulfill closure property, so this will also. Okay, so now multiplication. When we multiply two whole numbers, the answer we get is also a whole number. A into b equal to c, where a, b and c are whole numbers. Sorry, rational number will not come, it will come whole numbers. So now, for example, 3 into 5 equals to 15. 3 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number, and 15 also is a whole number. 0 into 5 equal to 0. These all three are whole number. So now we can say that multiplication fulfills the closure property. So in whole number, addition and multiplication can fulfill the closure property. Subtraction and division cannot fulfill the closure property. Okay, so now we will move towards integers. In this also we will see addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. So let's start with an addition. Okay, a plus b equal to c, where a, b and c are integers. So what are integers? First of all, we should know that thing. It possesses all the three types of numbers: negative, positive and 0, but not a rational number, or we can say a p by q form. Okay, so now a is an integer, b is an integer, c is an integer. So when an integer is added to another integer, the answer we get is integer. For example, minus 5 plus 7, minus plus minus. So 7 minus 5 is 2, and sign of a greater number, the answer will be plus 2. Sorry for the inconvenience, but the answer is 2. Now subtraction, a minus b equals to c. Now a, b and c are integers, means when we minus an integer from the another integer, the answer will be an integer, that is c. So minus 9 and minus 10, minus minus plus, 10 plus 9 is 19 and sign of a greater number. Now division, a divided by b equals to c, where a is an integer, b is an integer. When we divide one integer with another integer, we get an integer. For example, minus 5 divided by 7. So the answer is minus 5 by 7. Again, it is a p by q form. So division cannot fulfill the property of closure. So we can say that division of an integer cannot fulfill closure property, while we have seen that subtraction and addition can fulfill it. Okay, so now take multiplication. A into b equals to c, where a is an integer, b is an integer, and c is also an integer, which is an answer. So 7 into minus 5, it is 7 5s are 35 and plus minus minus. It is also an integer. So multiplication also fulfills the property of closure. Okay, so we can see from this that addition, subtraction and multiplication of integers follow the closure property, while division of integers cannot follow the properties of closure. So we have to move to the rational numbers, which are very important. These are the main part of this chapter. So now we will see the addition, subtraction, division and multiplication of rational numbers. So now take it, a by b plus c by d equals to e by f. So a by b is a rational number, p by q form. C plus d is a rational number, p by q form. And e by f is a rational number. Rational numbers are the numbers which are always in a p by q form or numerator denominator form. Okay, so let's take an example. 7 by 9 plus 8 by 13. We will do this with a cross multiplication method. 13 sevens are 91. Here 13 into 7 is 91. 9 into 8, that is 9 8s are 72. 13 9s are 117. 91 plus 72 is 163, and 117 will come as it is. So we can say that 163 upon 117 is also a p by q form or a rational number. So we can say that addition fulfills the closure property. So now let's check subtraction. A by b minus c by d equals to e by f. This all three are rational numbers. So 7 by 9 minus 3 by 4. Let's check it. 7 4s are 28, 9 3s are 27. Sign is minus. 9 4s are 36. 28 minus 10, 27 is 1, and 36 will remain as it is. So we can say that 1 by 36 is also a p by q form. So it also fulfills the closure property. So now next is division. That is a by b divided by c by d equals to e by f. 7 by 4 divided by 21 by 8. So when we have to convert division into multiplication, we have to reciprocal the number. Reciprocal means उसको उल्टा कर देना है. 21 by 8 को उल्टा कर देना है. 7 by 4 into 8 upon 21. Instead of 21 by 8, we have written 8 upon 21. 7 1s are 7 3s are. 4 1s are 4 2s are 8. So here 2 1s are 2 and 3 1s are 3. It is 2 by 3. So this time you will think that it fulfills the property of a closure, but the problem is when it is divided by 0, it is not possible, because I have said this before also that when you divide a number with a 0, you can't do it, because in calculator also it is not allowed. Okay, so this will not fulfill the property of a closure. Okay, multiplication a by b into c by d equals to e by f, where this all three are rational numbers. Means when a rational number is multiplied by a rational number, we get a rational number. For example, 9 by 7 into 4 by 17. 9 4s are 36 and 17 7s are 119. So we can see that 36 upon 119 is a rational number because it is in a p by q form. So we can say one thing, that multiplication follows the closure property. So from this we can understand the closure property. So now let's move to the commutative property. Now next is commutative property. We will see first whole numbers and integers, and then we will see rational numbers, because I have seen in the first property, that is closure property, everything was messed up. So what I did, I just wrote first whole numbers and then integers, and after that separately I will write rational numbers. Okay, so now whole numbers, first property is addition. Now what the commutative properties of addition of a whole number says, a plus b equals to b plus a. So now 7 plus 9 equals to 9 plus 7. Okay, so 9 plus 7 is 16 and 9 plus 7 is 16. 0 plus 9 and 9 plus 0 both are same, so it fulfills the property of a commutative property. Okay, now next is subtraction. A minus b equals to b minus a. For example, 9 minus 7 equals to 7 minus 9. 9 minus 7 we know 2, but 7 minus 9 is minus 2. Plus minus minus and a sign of a greater number. Okay, so they are not same. Let's take another example. 0 minus 7 equals to 7 minus 0. Minus 7 and 7. Both are different. So subtraction of whole numbers cannot fulfill commutative property. So now next is division. A divided by b equals to b divided by a. For example, 5 divided by 3 equals to 3 divided by 5. 5 by 3 equals to 3 by 5. Not possible. Let's take another example. 9 divided by 3 gives 3, but 3 divided by 9 gives 1 by 3. So division of whole numbers cannot fulfill the commutative property. Next is multiplication. A into b equals to b into a. Let's take an example. 7 into 10 equals to 10 into 7. Both gives the answer 70. 9 into 0 equals to 0 into 9. Both gives the answer 0. So we can see that multiplication property of a whole number follows the commutative property. So it's correct. So now next we move to integers. We have completed whole numbers, and we can see that addition and multiplication of whole numbers can follow the rules of commutative property, but subtraction and division cannot follow commutative property. Okay, so now we go to integers. First we will take addition. A plus b equals to b plus a. For example, minus 3 plus 5 equals to 5 plus minus 3. Minus plus minus. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Plus minus minus. 5 minus 3 is 2. The answers are same. So we can see that addition of integers follows the property of commutative. So it's correct. Now let's take subtraction. A minus b equals to b minus a. Let's see with an example. 7 minus minus 4 and minus 4 minus 7. See here, b is same, minus 4 and minus 4, and a are same, 7 and 7. This minus sign is sign of b minus a. Okay, so now minus minus plus 7 plus 4 11, minus minus plus 7 plus 4 11, sign of a greater number is minus, so minus 11. So both are not same, so subtraction cannot follow the property. Next is division. A divided by b and b divided by a. For example, minus 9 divided by 3 gives me minus 3. 3 divided by minus 9 gives minus 1 by 3. So both are not same. So we can say that division cannot follow the commutative property. Okay. If you are confused with this part, We can clear it right now. See, if it is in division, we have to write in denominator 3 ones are 3 threes are 9. Okay, so minus 3 is the answer. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, minus 1 upon 3 is the answer. So now I think you understood this confusion. Okay, now lastly we move to multiplication. A into B equals to B into A. Minus 4 into minus 7 equals to minus 7 into minus 4. Minus minus plus. 7 4s are 28. Minus minus plus. 7 4s are 28. Both are same. Let's take another example. Minus plus minus. 5 3s are 15. Plus minus minus. 3 5s are 15. Both are getting the same answer. So we can see that multiplication follows property of commutative. So next we will see rational numbers. Now let's take commutative property of a rational number. Okay, so first we will see addition. A by B plus C by D equals to C by D plus A by B. Means we can see that A plus B equals to B plus A, like that only. But these are rational numbers. Okay, so 7 by 8 plus 3 by 5 equals to 3 by 5 plus 7 by 8. Okay, 7 5s are 35. Cross multiplication. 7 5s are 35. 3 8s are 24, 8 5s are 40, 8 3s are 24, 5 7s are 35, 8 5s are 40. 35 plus 24 is 59 and 24 plus 35 is also 59. Both are having 40 in denominator, so the answer of both the sides are same. So we can see that addition follows the commutative property. Let's take an example of subtraction. A by B minus C by D equals to C by D minus A by B. With an example we can see 9 by 13 minus 4 by 5 equals to 4 by 5 minus 9 by 13. Again we will take a cross multiplication method. 9 5s are 45, 4 13s are 52 or 13 4s are 52, 5 9s are 45, 13 4s are 52, minus sign is there in between. Okay, 13 5s are 65, 5 13s are 65. Both are having same denominator, but let's take out the numerator. 45 minus 52 is minus 7. Plus minus minus, 45 minus 52 is 7 and sign of a greater number is minus. Here 52 minus 45 is 7. So both are having different answers. One is minus 7 upon 65 and another is 7 upon 65. So subtraction don't follow the commutative property. Next is division. A by B divided by C by D. C by D divided by A by B. Okay. 5 by 7 divided by 2 by 3 equals to 2 by 3 divided by 5 by 7. Okay. Now, if you want to change the sign from division to multiplication, you have to reciprocal the numbers after sign. After sign, we have 2 by 3. So it will become a reciprocal, that is 3 by 2. Now we can multiply it easily. 5 3s are 15, 7 2s are 14. Same we will do this side. From 5 by 7 it will become 7 by 5. 7 2s are 14, 5 3s are 15. Both are having different answer. 15 by 14 and 14 by 15 both are reciprocal of each other. Both are not the same. So division can't follow the commutative property. Let's check out the last thing, that is multiplication. A by B into C by D equals to C by D into A by B. For example, 3 by 7 into 4 by 13 equals to 4 by 13 into 3 by 7. 4 3s are 12. We can do it simply multiplication. 4 into 3, 12. 13 7s are 91. 4 3s are 12. 13 7s are 91. Both are having the same answer. So we can see that multiplication follows the commutative property. So we can see in the rational number, addition and multiplication follows the commutative property, while subtraction and division cannot follow the commutative property. So we have completed commutative property here. I hope you understood both closure and commutative property very well. And if you find it very easy, then please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you. Now it's a mathematic trick time. Okay, we will see one simple mathematic trick which can make you multiply nearest to 100 very quickly. Let's see an example. If you want to multiply 98 into 96, if you want to multiply 98 into 96 very quickly, then what we can do is, first of all, how much it is away from 100, how much it is away from 100. So it's 2, 100 minus 98 is 2, and 100 minus 96 is 4. Okay, it is away 2 and 4 from 100. 4 2s are, first we will multiply this both. 4 2s are 8. Okay, 4 2s are 8. How we got this 2? 100 minus 98, 2. 100 minus 96, 4. Understood? Now we have to write 08. So now 98 minus 4, or you can do 96 minus 2. You will get same answer in both. 98 minus 4 is 94. 96 minus 2 is 94. So you have to subtract. So the answer will be 9408. So the multiplication of 98 and 96 is 9408. If you want to check, we can also do the multiplication. 98 into 96. 8 6 are 48. 9 6 are 54 plus 4, 58. 9 8 are 72. 9 9 are 81 plus 7, 88. The same answer. You can do it quickly. For example, 95 into 97. Okay, so 95 into 97. 5 and 3. 5 3s are 15. Okay, so 95 minus 3 or 97 minus 5, both you will get 92. So the answer is 9215. You can do it very quickly without doing that complicated multiplication. So these are less than 100. What about more than 100? For example, 110 into 105. Okay, so 110 into 105, we have to multiply this. So first we check how much away it is from 100. So it is 10. 100 plus 10 is 110, and 100 plus 5 is 105. 10 5s are 50. We will write 50 here. Okay, so now what we have to do is, we have to add here. What we are doing here, we are subtracting 96 minus 2 and 98 minus 4. We are doing subtraction. If the number is more than 100, what you have to do is, 110 plus 5 is 115. 105 plus 10 is also 115. So the answer is 11550. We can check and multiply. 110 into 105. 5 0 0, 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5. 0 into anything is 0. And 110 into 1 is 110. 0 5 5 1 1. Answer is same. So we can take more examples, the tough examples. That is 113 into 110. So how much it is away from? So we can say 13 and 10. 13 and 10. 13 tens are 130, but here it is coming 3 digits. We will not write 3 digits. We will only write 2 digits. 13 tens are 130, but this one we will not write. We will write only 30. We will remember this one. Now the 113 plus 10 is 123. 110 plus 13, it is 123. So 123. 123 plus 1, that is 124. So answer will be 12430. You can check and multiply these things. Okay. I hope this trick is very interesting for you. Thank you.